Hey there. Welcome back to the Do It With Intention podcast. I'm your host, Mindy Totten. And today we're going to talk a little bit, just a little bit, about marketing your business with some of these new tools out there, AI, Chat GPT, that sort of thing. And specifically, do you have to use these things in your marketing for your massage or bodywork business? Quick answer is no, you don't have to use them. But if you want to use them, how can you use them effectively? And if you don't want to use them, how can you market your business in this day and age? And I want to, before we jump in, I want to let you know that we're just going to scratch the surface today in today's episode. But I am doing a new masterclass that delves into this a little bit deeper, and that's coming up soon. The masterclass is called How to Market Your Bodywork Business in 2025 and beyond. And it's a limited time masterclass, meaning that on 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, February 4th and 5th, the masterclass will be available to those who register. So you can watch it at any time during those 2 days. You can watch it over and over again. You can pause. You can watch it when it's convenient for you, but only for those 2 days. Tuesday and Wednesday, February 4th and 5th. And what you're going to learn is going way more in depth than what we're going to talk about on the episode today, because the training is about an hour long. So if you're interested in that, you can register and get all the information at mindytotten.com/masterclass. mindytotten.com/masterclass. So check that out. See if that is something that is valuable to you. I think it would be really, really great. Even if you've already got your marketing down, maybe you're just starting out, maybe you've been around the block a time or two, it doesn't matter. Marketing is changing, and we need, as body workers, to choose the things that will be helpful for us and leave the rest behind. And in this masterclass, I talk a lot about how to market your business in this day and age without losing your soul. Yeah, without feeling like, oh, I'm just doing what everybody else is doing. Okay, so again, that's mindytotten.com/masterclass. For now, we're going to talk a little bit about how you can appropriately use some of these tools in your marketing. So just off the bat, if you're thinking about using, I'm just going to call it AI, however you want to use that. Let me just call it AI. Chat GPT, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it AI for this episode. If you're interested in using something like AI, the very first thing you have to ask yourself, like you ask yourself about anything else that you want to do in your business, what is my intention? So what is my intention in trying to use AI, for example? Am I trying to stand out from the crowd? Am I trying to save time? Am I trying just because I'm curious and I want to try the new thing? What is your intention behind that? And once you're clear on that, you can do a much better job of using something like AI to your advantage. So before we go any further, I want to just say a few words. I got to stand up here on my soapbox here. I want to say a few words about how important body work and the body workers and the work that you do, how important that is in our world right now. So many things are being replaced by AI and other things. And something that cannot be replaced is a genuine human connection, a genuine caring connection with another human being. And as body workers, we are uniquely positioned to be able to help people and to connect with people one-on-one. I was about to say we're not about to be replaced by AI or robots. Maybe we are, who knows, down the line. But right now, body work is one of the few ways that people have to genuinely connect with another human being. And I take that as a huge responsibility and also a huge honor and privilege. And I hope that you do too. So with that in mind, with thinking about, okay, what kind of work is it that we're doing? And how can I most appropriately market that work? And when I'm saying market today, I'm basically talking about attract marketing, right? Letting people know that you're out there. Attract marketing, nurture marketing, meaning giving people a chance to get to know you, to like you, to trust you. How can you do that to the best of your ability? Because remember, no matter what tools you use in your marketing, your goal is to stand out from the crowd. Your goal is not to blend in with everybody else. So here's the mistake that I see body workers making. Let's say that you write an email newsletter or, blog posts or social media, whatever. You're doing some kind of article that you share, and you share it with your current clients, and maybe you put it on your website so that potential clients who come to your website can read and get an idea of who you are, the kind of work you do, and they can also get some information there that might be helpful for them. So that's one way of doing what's called nurture marketing. And the mistake that I see body workers making in this particular type of marketing is they go to ChatGPT and they say, write an article about the chakras, for example. And here goes, and it comes out and they look at it and they go, great. And they slap it on their website. Or they send it in their email newsletter. Now, here's the problem. An article that's written by ChatGPT sounds like an article that's written by ChatGPT. It doesn't sound like you. It doesn't have your unique quirks and sense of humor or the way you approach things or your vivacious. It doesn't have any of that because it's artificial. And people already, it's just been about, a year or two since this has been in the mainstream. Already people can tell when something is AI generated. So you don't want to blend in with everybody else, like we were just saying. You want to stand out. So why would you put something that you're going to share with people who are trying to get to know you? Why would you put something that's not you out there? So that's something to think about. So people often say, well, Mindy, I don't have time. I have to use ChatGPT because I don't have time to write an article. I say, okay, what are you doing with the time that you're saving? And a lot of times when people really are honest, they share that they're scrolling, they're looking at TikTok or they're scrolling, doom scrolling or, whatever they're doing. They're looking at their phones. They're spending a lot of time doing that. I would suggest maybe you could spend a half an hour writing an article that really is a reflection of you, that lets people know just by the writing, like what kind of a person you are, right? Another reason that people give me, they say, I don't have enough time and I'm a terrible writer. I'm a terrible writer. I used to be an English teacher. I've read a lot of terrible writing in my lifetime. You're not as bad as you think you are. Even if, your writing is not so great, it's you. That's who you are. Write what you want to write and then have somebody, a friend, a colleague, have somebody look at it and help you if there's any, grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes. It's just not enough to unload it completely onto some kind of technology and expect through that to make a genuine connection with your ideal clients, people who might get so much out of your work together. Okay, so that being said, how do you make a really genuine connection with people? That's what we're going to talk about in depth when we do the masterclass in February. Again, February 4th and 5th, and it's mindytotten.com/masterclass. You can get all the information on that. We'll be diving into that during that masterclass. For now, how can you use some of this technology, AI? How can you use it effectively? What can you use it for? Okay, I've got 3 things for you today. The first thing that you can use it for is subject lines. That's something I really struggle with, to tell you the honest to goodness truth. I write something and then I'm getting ready to send it and I'm like, oh, subject line. So that's something you can do. You can, put into ChatGPT, what is the subject line for an article about whatever you've written about, chakras? And they will give you 3 or 4 options. Maybe don't take those exact options because, again, often they sound like they've been generated by AI, but you can use those ideas that they give you to write your own subject line. So rather than starting from scratch, you can get something that, okay, yeah, I'm going to change that around a little bit, boom, and that works for me. That can save you time, but you've already come up with the idea on your own. You've already written something that is a reflection of you and what you care about and how you're trying to be of service. So, one way you can use it is subject lines. Another good way to use ChatGPT is for outlines. Okay, I want to write an article about the chakras. Give me an outline of what that article should look like or could look like. And then brrr, there it comes up. You could write about this, you could write about this, you could write about this. Again, don't just say, okay, that's what I'm doing. Look at it and say, yeah, that makes sense for what I'm trying to say. No, that doesn't so much. Okay, here's what the article is going to be about: 7 chakras and how they can help you figure out your way to better health and success, or whatever it is, right? So you're using, again, ChatGPT to help you with your own ideas, your own way of writing, your own way of expressing yourself, and helping you, in this case, organize it. So the first is the subject line, the second is the outline. And then the last suggestion I have for you, if you're interested in sort of experimenting with some of this, is you can ask ChatGPT for topic ideas. What are some ideas where a body worker can write to her clients? Blah, 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 there they come up. You're not going to like all of those. You're not going to want to write about all of those, but it might spark some ideas in your mind for you to say, oh, that's something I could do. And maybe not even an article. Oh, I'd never thought about that. Maybe I could do a workshop, a Saturday morning workshop for my people about this. So use it as inspiration, as a way to branch out and think about new things in new ways, but not as a substitute for who you are, right? Our marketing expresses who we are and should be a reflection of our ideal clients. Our ideal clients should be able to look at our materials, our website, and say, hey, that's me. That's me. She's talking about me. This person can help me. And something that is generated by artificial intelligence is not going to do that, is not going to make that genuine human connection. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope that you found that helpful. And I hope that you think about it really. It's not so much a matter of, oh, I don't want to do it. But it's really a matter of confidence. And I invite you to really step into your power as a massage or bodywork therapist, because you and your work are so needed right now. So needed right now. So don't let the fears, don't let them overcome you, right? Keep doing the work, keep putting it out into the world, and keep doing it with intention.